Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning into today's video. I hope you're very well. Today's video I'm going to be doing makeup, a full face of makeup for under £6. I was going to do makeup under £5, but I found it quite difficult to kind of find quite a few things in my personal collection that is under £5. So I'm trying not to use all Makeup Revolution stuff. Basically, I have a couple of things that is Revolution. I have a couple of things from Collection and, one or two things from a couple of other places. So I thought I would just do like a little kind of sit down chat with you guys. And then while I put on a full face of makeup, I've got some other videos coming up very soon of ideas that I've got talking about something quite similar to the Let's Have a Chat video that I did. So I'm gonna be filming those very soon and I'll be putting them on my channel. So today I thought let's just get into it. So I thought let's just do something nice and simple. I'm not gonna do something over crazy. None of these products are actually new. Haven't had a chance to buy anything quite recently. I think the last thing I purchased was maybe just before Christmas. But essentially everything I have today is quite old. Some of the brushes that I'm going to be trying out are brand new for me. But then all the brushes I will talk about. So first of all, I'm going in with my Collection Lasting Perfection in the colour 3, which is Cool Beige. So essentially this is £5.99, but I found this in the £1 store, like in Poundland. So I was actually quite surprised that I managed to find this for £1, and the fact that I found it in my shade as well, which was quite funny. And I was a bit skeptical in the beginning because I was like, I'm gonna be buying a foundation that's basically £1. And if you have visited Poundland before, you will see that they have either their own makeup collection. Apologies, I can't remember what it's called. But their makeup collection is quite decent. I've seen a couple of YouTubers talking about their makeup line. For example, Steph Toms. Steph. She did a full face. I think she's done a couple of videos like full face of Poundland, and some of them do look quite iffy, but they do sound like, just if you haven't got a huge budget, then they're probably going to be the best place to go. But again, I found this, I'd say, last year. And again, they still have quite a big selection of well-known products. So they do have Maybelline, and they have like Rimmel and a lot of Collection stuff. Even though Collection is quite cheap, like I mentioned, this foundation is only £5. A lot of their stuff, like I think in Superdrug, they always have an under £4 sale. So at the moment, I think this foundation is like £4, like £3.99 essentially. So this foundation, admittedly, is not completely matching my skin tone. I think it's just a little bit dark, which is quite strange because Cool Beige, I thought maybe that'd be maybe quite good for me, but I think it's just a little bit dark. I still wear it just because it is a nice foundation. It does stay on for quite a long part of the day, and yeah, I don't really see any problems with it. And then to set my face, I'm going to be using another Collection item. This is the Prime Ready Invisible Setting Powder in 01. So this is actually £2.99. I think the only place now that you can get it is in Boots, because I know that Superdrug and Boots and that do Collection, but I was just having a look on their website and I couldn't actually find it. And I have had this for about essentially like half a year or maybe even a year now. I should probably stop using old makeup, but again, I really like it. It's a very nice and mattifying foundation. This has actually got actually this is okay, so it says it's like powdered by Witch, like the company that do like the skincare products. So it actually says it's got like witch hazel inside, so it's going to help, quoting, reduce and minimize blemishes. So for someone like me, that would be quite helpful. Because like in one of my videos I talk about I have rosacea, but again, it's not the same as just having spots. It's a very different kind of condition. If you want to check out that video, it will be my last couple of videos just gone. So now we're gonna go on to like highlighter slash kind of blush. Now I'm gonna cheat a little bit because, again, whatever, this is just a bit of fun that I'm doing, but essentially I'm doing like a 2-in-1. So surprise surprise, I've got a Makeup Revolution item. This is the Peach and Glow. So this is basically a highlighter and blush combo. They do quite a lot of these. They also do like bronzing ones, and they do have a couple of other versions of basically like highlighting for like all skin tones, which is great. That's one thing I love about Revolution. And when I first bought this, I was like, peach, I don't think I kind of need that glow, but when I use this, I absolutely love this. So I'm using actually one of my other Spectrum brushes. This brush that I used previously, but the actually applying the product onto it is pretty great. It catches so much. And I was just about to say, I thought I smelled something. It's probably not. Actually, I remember some of these do not actually smell. And like I mentioned, it gives like a subtle glow. I don't know if you can actually see it, so I'm getting like super close. But because it's peach, you know, it's subtle, especially for someone like me. But if I had something that was like a red, it would stand out much more. Actually, I think you can kind of see where I've put the blush. It's getting a little bit of a colour to it. So actually what I forgot to mention was that this double pack thing they have is actually £6. So technically you're paying £3 for each item, which is amazing. Again, Revolution, they are revolutionizing the makeup. That's probably not been used before, I'm joking. But again, I'd love just like the cheapness of the items. And I know that they're kind of nicking this idea from Too Faced, because you know a lot of their chocolate palettes do have the same design, but you know this, you know, Revolution have been around for such a long time now and they haven't been sued yet, so I think they're doing all right. So I'm gonna, well, actually with a new Spectrum brush that I'm trying out, which is the B08. This is part of a collection that Superdrug had released for Christmas, and I got this, what did I say? I think I got it for like £7, £7.50, and there was a set and you get a little bag with it as well, which is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna try the highlighter on this one. And again, I've not tried this brush before, and I have tried the highlighter, which is quite nice. Again, some of their other Revolution ones are much more much more brightening than this one, but you can see that it is catching on slightly. I think the lighting in here is a little bit kind of overexposed, but I love putting too much highlighter on my face. But I hope you can kind of see. I think I'm putting way too much on, but that's because I can't see how much I'm actually putting on. But I do like the kind of tone. You can definitely see like the peach and the kind of reflecting. I'm gonna have to find better lighting somewhere else in the house. Maybe I'll just find somewhere, because in the kitchen I've got the natural light in front of me. It's quite dark at the moment. It's like 4 o'clock in the evening, and you know, London time's getting a bit darker, but the kitchen lights are quite bright. So I'm gonna have to find somewhere that's gonna kind of make it okay. I'll probably just have to get fake lights or something. It's fine. So I'm going to move on to my eyes, and again, surprise surprise, sorry to keep on going on about it, but I've got Revolution. This is a really nice, again, travel friendly palette. So this is their Supreme eyeshadow in the kind of Intoxicate colour, I guess. This is £6 as well, and you get 2, 4, 6, 8. You get 8 shadows, and every time I use these, it is just the most amazing pigment. I'm gonna just give you that, and boom, 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 boom. Very, very, very nice, very pigmented. And I must admit, when I use the foil shadows, they do get quite caught up a bit, if you know what I mean. If you ever use foil shadows, you will see that it kind of gets a little bit caught up in the pan, so it gets a little bit kind of weird looking. Like if you look at the other ones compared to this one, kind of gets indented, but I guess it's just the way that they're formulated that they do become just a little bit, they're just very softening basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a very nice simple look. I am obviously going to go for the reds because the reds are absolutely gorgeous. Let's have a look. So I'm going to go there again. Don't have names, I'm afraid, so I'm just going to point at them and then just apply them. So I'm going to go for this kind of light one at the beginning. There's quite a lot of fallout in these ones as well, but I'm just going to add them onto my eyelid. I actually forgot to bring my mirror downstairs, but we're just going to go ahead and just see where we go with this one. Basically, I should probably use a mirror from the Revolution pack. That actually make my life much easier if I just use the mirror from this blush, so I don't have to stare at you guys completely. So yeah, that's picked up really nice. It's a really nice outline. And then next we're going to go into that red that I showed you guys just at the beginning. Again, amazing pigment. I'm going to put that just on my crease, and you know, it's a bit frustrating for me to show you guys properly because I feel like my eyes are really small, like just I have really small eyes. Obviously it probably doesn't look it, but I feel that sometimes I struggle to do like amazing eye looks because no one can really see, like, you know, from this bit onwards, and that's why sometimes I found it a bit daring for myself personally to do something really crazy because I feel I just look really stupid. But sometimes I like to do kind of extravagant looks, but I think somewhere that I fail in is my blending, which I'm getting better at because the more makeup I put on, the more practice I have, and you know, the better I feel that I'm getting. But I just, yeah, I wanted to like ask you guys, are you enjoying my videos? I've done quite a few at the moment. I do have so many more coming up soon. It's obviously just timing for me because I work part-time, and yeah, I haven't spoken about this yet on my channel because I want to do like another let's have a chat, but I actually do volunteering 2 days a week for a charity, a women's charity. Like if you know me personally, you will know that I'm constantly just talking about it because I just want to spread the word about domestic violence and just basically things that women go through on a regular basis that is not often spoke about. But I will do a video on that because it's a very big kind of passion of mine to do volunteering. But I think that might be one of my next videos. I think I might even make it my next video, just seeing how timing goes and how, you know, how busy my life is, because you know, I rarely get a day off. Like I get one day off a week, which is like a Sunday, but I like to spend that with my husband because we kind of just our only day to spend together, and just relax and just kind of just, you know, play on my PlayStation, or we can just like have something nice to eat, or we watch like YouTube, YouTube, or we catch up on, you know, Netflix videos and stuff, just things that we love doing. So I'm just going into another colour which is going into my crease. I will add that red foil on top. As you can see, I'm getting really messy. I don't know why I'm not actually concentrating on what I'm doing. Apologies. I think, you know, I need to start understanding how to do two things at once, especially like putting on my makeup and then, you know, talking at the same time. I'm trying to get used to it. I'm going to get there one day. So essentially next in the middle bits just here, I'm going to add that green foil, that red foil that I showed you guys a bit earlier. As you can see, like on does crease up just a little bit, but it is such a beautiful colour that stands out wonderfully, and it is just a nice statement. Apologies if you cannot see it that well. I think I've put on like quite a few different colours. I've put on like 3 different colours, and I don't know if my brush is more appropriate. I'm just going to try my finger, the same finger that I swatched with. I'm just gonna, oh yeah, you can definitely see a bit more of a change on that one. Apologies if you can't see it on the camera. I can see it just straight on. Just give you a bit of a, hope that was alright. Obviously I couldn't see. So yeah, that is again, like I mentioned, £6 for that palette. It's gorgeous. Apologies, I haven't done the best kind of eye look. I am kind of getting there. I'm still learning. I'm still quite, you know, I'm not the most amazing makeup kind of, I'm not a makeup artist now, kind of like makeup connoisseur, as you like to call it, however people want to call it. Basically, I just love, I love wearing makeup, I love putting it on, I love talking. So that's why I kind of thought I would make a channel just to kind of merge those two things together. But thank you so much for everyone who likes my video, who has subscribed so far. Now I'm going off on a tangent, but I think, yeah, just in between this, I want to thank people who, you know, like my, you know, links and watch my videos. And even if you don't watch the whole video, I do appreciate you like clicking on and like just going, good job, blah, blah, blah. So it's very nice and like rewarding for me and my mind to kind of feel that I am doing something quite fun, and I really enjoy it. So again, thank you so much for watching. So again, I'm going to go in with an eyeliner. This is an e.l.f. eyeliner. I'm getting complete eyeshadow like all over it. This is £3. I believe you can get it for kind of that price. I don't think you can get it for that price in Superdrug. I was just checking online and I believe it said places like Boots or whatever. Maybe Superdrug it's going to be £3. It might be a bit more, but I don't think it's essentially more than £6. But I'm gonna apply this on the lid. This is such a nice liquid eyeliner. It's a really thin pen to use. Just making sure you guys can see as well. It's a nice thin. I don't always go crazy over the top with my eyeliner. Sometimes I just do like a nice little wing and then just kind of not bring it out. Like I said, I'm not doing anything too crazy today. Essentially, I've been out for the day and I'm home and I'm filming this video, and I'm just going to go upstairs and have dinner and watch a bit more telly. Telly, oh my god, I haven't watched TV in God knows how long. What I meant was YouTube / Netflix. So what do you guys like watching? Me and my husband, we watch quite a lot of things together. We watch quite a lot of like shows and stuff together. So on Netflix there is a show called Zumbo's Just Desserts, which is basically a baking competition, like a cooking baking competition, where people, I believe they're in Australia. Zumbo is like a really famous kind of well-known chef who does really weird, crazy creations. And basically this is like the second series that he's done, and we have been watching like an episode a night, and I think tonight is going to be the last one. I'm really excited. There's one person I want to win, so I really hope they make it. Obviously it's probably got well and done. I don't know when it came out. I think it was released actually on Netflix just a week ago and we're almost finished. I think there's like 9 or 10 episodes. But yeah, it's such a great show. If you have a chance to watch it and you love cooking shows, like competition shows, that one is probably the best one out there at the moment. Since Bake Off is not on and it's not going to be on for quite a while, I think. Okay, so the last product I'm going to be talking about now is a lipstick, and this is Wet n Wild. This is actually, I think because they did like a kind of Game of Thrones inspired lipstick, and this is actually £4.95. So this is on, I got this on Beauty Bay. And I love this because I just think, you know, I've mentioned probably multiple times before, I love wearing like weird colours on my lips and like weird lipsticks and weird eyeshadows. So this one is actually like a foil one. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm not. Okay, almost. Got some on the corner of my lip. Again, I'm not being perfect with it. But I'm so sorry, I'm doing like the worst job doing this. But essentially this is, what was there a colour for it? It's called Redlings. Like wildlings, I guess, but red and shimmery. So it's very nice. So essentially this is my finished look. I hope you guys like it. So that was makeup under £6. I really hope you enjoyed like my random chats as well. I'm sorry if I tend to go off on random tangents. I kind of think of an idea and just start talking about it without actually realising that I should probably talk about one thing at a time. But as I'm learning, I'm getting there. So again, thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you so much for watching today's video, sorry. Again, please like and subscribe. I'm doing the whole YouTube thing. You can follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. I'll be leaving those in the description as always. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. I love reading them. I've only had like couple of comments from people who I know, but again, I really appreciate it. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye guys.